Hello, everyone, and welcome to episode 1 of Fallout Broken Legion. This is using the Fallout V&D system. I am your GM, the GM. That's a terrible title, but yep. I guess my players can introduce themselves anytime now.
I'm Gamma. I'm playing an intelligent Deathclaw.
I'm Scottish Spartan. I'll be playing Bexley, a human.
Okay. Uh. Well, I'm choking up. It's DM in a while. Well, first, let's go into the background. It has been 5 years after the Battle of Hoover Dam and Mr. House's victory. The Legion, broken and bloody, fleeing from the battlefield after realizing they have no counter to the metal monstrosities. You guys, Gamma, and Scott, you find yourselves in the base of your the unit's barracks. The unit's barracks. You find yourself in at the unit's barracks. Sorry, you guys find yourself at the unit's barracks, and you guys find yourself in the unit barracks, which is an old pre-war airplane hangar, which has been heavily fixed up after the fall of the Great War. You're at the main Legion base at what used to be uh, an old U.S. Army military Air Force base, which the name I completely forgot because I'm an idiot. What are you guys doing?
I guess I'd like to ask a handful of questions. What time of day it is? Who's our commanding officer? Do we have any standing orders? Is there anything that we as players know that would help us engage with what you have set up?
You have no standing orders right now. Your your commanding officer is Gaius Maximus. Uh, he is the commanding officer of of your century. The Decanus is Scott's character. Scott, what's your character's name again?
Bexley.
Bexley is your Decanus, and it is early in the morning. You guys basically just woke up.
Alright, I guess I'll go about my morning routine, get breakfast, and just kind of do some basic exercises, since I assume I can't just wander the base.
I mean, you're kind of a giant hulking deathclaw. Yeah, you are not. You're really not allowed to just wander around. People kind of don't know you're in the Legion, but you're more like spoke about in hushed whispers rather than people just thinking it's perfectly normal for a giant deathclaw to be walking around.
I guess very similar way Bexley begins this morning, following his usual routine. Sort of washing, getting himself prepared, and he'll be working out.
Okay. You guys are just gonna. There's two other people here. There's Darius, who is your supply officer, and Lucius, who is the basically the messenger to Gaius. They're both just going about their business. Nothing really interesting's happening. It's been about 5 years after the Battle of Hoover Dam. The legions rebuilt a lot of its strength, but everyone's still struggling, and people aren't as confident in Caesar's leadership as they used to be.
I'm guessing by that phrase, Caesar's still alive.
Yes, the courier kept him alive simply due to the fact that Mr. House thought it was useful for him to continue being alive to be a thorn in the side of the Legion, and there's more people to sell things to.
Well, I guess after eating breakfast, doing some basic exercise, I'm just gonna grab one of my books and start reading until something informs me that I'm needed.
Yeah, I'd spend the remainder of this morning making sure that inspections are done, making sure people are as pristine as they can be, and yeah, just keeping to the code.
Okay. Eventually, Lucius comes up to you. Decanus Bexley.
So,
You outrank him. He's your messenger.
my apologies. Yeah, sorry. How may I assist you today?
Well, I actually assist you. Are you feeling well?
It looks around. Long morning. Look, Gil, what do you need from me?
Well, Maximus has requested your presence. He has a job for you in your unit. Something that's a bit too sensitive to use regular legionnaires.
Very well. I'll prepare the troops. I'll go meet with him. You're dismissed.
Our way. True to Kaiser.
True to Kaiser.
He
Sorry, after you.
he just walks off with your supply officer. Weirdly, they seem weirdly close to each other.
Okay. I make my way back into the barracks, begin to put the remainder of my armor back on, reaching out and taking a large greatsword essentially and strapping it onto my back, and I will go find the remainder of my unit. And I imagine I find Gamma reading quite contently.
Yeah.
Good morning.
I'm assuming since you're here, we have duties to perform.
Yes, called upon for a sensitive mission. Not something us, well, the regular units can deal with. So, well, I require your assistance.
I have nothing better to do. Gamma will stand up, put on his armor, and take a large black cloth that's edges have been dyed red and Legion symbols have been painted over it. And I drape it over myself, literally covering myself head to toe in a large cloth, almost hiding my appearance and doing my best not to stand out, as I will follow you. And as I follow you, I will attempt to look inconspicuous.
You look really inconspicuous.
So leading my troop, I make my way towards our intended location.
Okay, you slowly make your way across the across the old airfield to Gaius's base, Gaius's command office, which is, as you approach it, is this very large, looming, fortified part of the base inside the base itself. You are met by a Centurion. Who are you?
I've been summoned.
Summoned? I didn't hear anybody of summon.
He just takes a deep exhale, looking extremely unamused. I'm here to see the commander.
I don't see the commander.
Once again, takes a few steps forward. Listen to me now. You're being a little bit obtuse.
Obtuse. You want to roll a perception check?
Certainly. So the observation, yeah?
Yeah.
That did
yeah.
not come out right.
Gamma, you can roll one as well.
I'm not sure why that didn't roll correctly.
All right, Gamma.
You wanted me to roll one too?
If you want to, you don't have to.
Well, I'm not gonna roll.
Yeah, you can see that this guy is blind.
Looking at this man, he just sort of sighs and sidesteps him and just walks past.
Okay, roll agility.
2.
Oh yeah, he basically you go to sidestep him, and he basically takes his left leg, wraps around your leg, and knocks you to the ground.
Stands up. Looks very serious. My name is Bexley.
Bexley! Oh, why didn't you say that to begin with?
Grits his teeth. Spits a bit on the ground. I was told it was quite a clandestine meeting. Felt it wasn't behooved of me to just outwardly say my name.
Oh. Have you seen my eyes?
Well, the way I see it, I'm sure you were informed that an individual was coming to meet the commander.
Yeah. As the commotion's going on, Gaius walks out. Goes, Bexley, how many times have I told you? Lucius is blind.
Yes, well, he's keeping me away from what I need to do, so...
And you see a small kid run out from behind him. Oh, there's my eyes.
Well, I assume we have a meeting to attend.
Very much so. Gamma, come in. You're scaring eyes.
I will enter. Not really concerned if the eyes see what they see.
No, eyes is like is like a small kid.
Yeah, I understand that.
Well, we have a problem.
And what is this problem?
Well, a week ago, while two of the while your supply officer and Lucis were out on one of their late night strolls together, they accidentally discovered something under the base that's a bit of an issue.
And what did they discover?
Well, we always knew that the profligates who inhabited this base never told us the full extent of what lies below, but there's been tunnels discovered. I sent a cohort down there, and I've still not heard back from them.
Okay. And how long ago were they sent?
Well, it's Wednesday, so 2 days ago.
Okay. And those that went down there before, this expedition, how far did they get in? Or did they simply find the doors or the entryway and leave it at that?
Well, you're commanding off. They're under your command. You ask them yourself. But they only found the doors, and I sent my men ahead.
Okay. And I assume the men that were sent down there were well armed, yes?
Well, they were kind of the new green boys. I figured there wouldn't be nothing more threatening than a mole rat, maybe a feral ghoul or two. But apparently I was wrong.
Very well. Looks back towards Gamma. Do you have any questions for the commanding?
Where is the entrance? How large is it? Is it submerged? What kind of reconnaissance do you have? And how many greenhorns do you send into their death?
If you want, if you want one of Caesar's favorites, but I didn't. It was. He just keeps spluttering.
I recommend next time you send greenhorns, you send them with experienced scouts.
You're right as always, Gamma. Too bad you're a hulking monstrosity, or else you would be higher ranked.
Those that can't see past physical deformities will always find themselves lesser than those surrounded by them. Those who excel beyond their detriments tend to be, well, better at adaptation and implementation.
You don't have to tell me twice, Gamma. You saved my life at the Second Battle of Hoover Dam. Where is the grizzled old veteran gone off to? That's usually following you around. He's not eating.
He's probably senile somewhere.
he didn't. He's not going on like eating traitors again.
No, more than likely he's found some spot out in the sunlight to soak up the rays.
Right. Well, if you do, if I do find him, I will send him your way. But he pulls out a map and rolls out a map on the table and goes, "See, it's it's about on the other. It's slightly off where the old an old unused hangar. Not unused simply due to the fact that we just don't need the room as we used to due to our losses over the years."
Well, the important question to ask now is this an original piece of the facility, something that was added on before or after the bombs fell? Did you see any logos?
Well, from what we can tell, this facility was something that wasn't in the original plans, but the facility door has this wheeled, uh, uh, I, I would say it doesn't look Brotherhood, but it looks like a big E.
Was it surrounded by a handful of 13 stars?
How did you know?
Let's just say I've had dealings with them in the past.
Hmm.
We're dealing with revenants of the U.S.
Ah, the old country that liked to LARP as the American Empire. Sorry, the Roman Republic. Why would they? Why would they try to adapt an form, inferior form of the system? Everyone knows the empire was better.
Yet Rome still fell to its hubris. We need to learn from our mistakes and not grandize everything.
Quite right, Gamma.
Ete brute ete.
My Latin is bad.
Not you, Brutus. Not you.
Uh, One day we really should bring back the old theater.
Can't tell you how much I appreciate having you on my team, Gamma.
Someone needs to be able to read Latin.
We need brains.
Yep. Well,
Sadly, the tribes you induct from don't typically know more than outside of survival.
Couldn't agree more.
mm, well, seeing how you're down a man, you can take Eyes and Lucius with you. It's not like anything's gonna try and kill me at this base, and if it did, it'd probably get past him anyways.
I would recommend finding him a legitimate replacement.
Well, I'd love to, but half the Centurions died at the Battle of Hoover Dam, and the other half are still guarding Caesar. And and last time I asked Lanius for anything, he told me, and I quote, "If you ask me for another thing, you another thing, I am sending you and the rest of your weirdos back across the dam in a catapult."
At this point, Lanius and Caesar are lost causes. They're licking their wounds and they're unlikely to help the auxiliary troops. They'll probably regroup back in their tribal lands and either try to take back some of the tribes that escaped them to bolster their numbers or continue to hide. We have to face it. We are on our own. We're dealing with manpower shortages, and we're going to have to figure some way of filling out the void. And sadly, the consulary is not going to be an effective method to get people on our side, especially with how handedly we were handed our asses at a Hoover Dam.
I mean, we were winning until that courier was walking from his house the entire time. And how would we know there was a giant army of robots under our feet?
Yet Caesar, in his magnanimous wisdom, allowed the enemy into his camp.
Yes, Volps told me in private not to kill the courier where he stood. But oh, right. Volps told me to tell you something. Something about I can't remember. I'll tell you later.
Very good at your job, aren't you?
I'm well. Yeah. What were you talking about? What were we talking about?
Just size.
Oh, I should have described him. Gaius is almost 78. He's really old.
Looks towards Gamma. Well, suppose we should gear up and make our way forward.
Yeah, so let's go talk to some of your men and see if they have any additional information.
Okay, so you guys gonna head back to barracks?
Hmm.
Yeah, that sounds about right to me.
Yeah, making sure I command the old man and eyes to come with us.
Right. So I'm supposed to accompany you. Uh, yeah. Eyes goes. You. Hi, Gamma.
Hello, pint-sized snack.
Can I have a ride,
No.
please?
Ask the man. Those that ride on me get thrown into walls.
Oh, it's quite spectacular when that happens.
Ooh, I
Had
finally.
an NCR grab onto my hide and just grabbed him and hucked him like a beer can.
Oh. Yeah. My daddy was in the NCR.
Well, if we see him, I'll make sure to bring him back his skull for you.
He was a dirty profligate. And my Lucius here rescued me from growing up in such a uncivilized manner. I finally get to get my first blood though.
Eyes look at me and listen to me very carefully. If and when there is danger, I want you to stay close behind either myself, Gamma, or the old man. Do not push yourself forward. Do not put yourself in unnecessary danger. I do not want to get stuck filling out. Don't
Right,
get yourself killed.
right. Right, I'll stay back and take pot shots. You see that he's holding a rifle that's almost as big as he is.
Trust me, kid. Not worth dying for something. Doesn't matter. begins making his way back towards the barracks.
Oh, man, I keep forgetting names of my. Yeah, he did give you a map. Or gave you. Okay, you make your way back to the barracks. Do you just walk in?
Yep.
Yeah, you hear a lot of scrambling and banging around. Oh, didn't expect you to get back so soon.
Clearly looks around to see what, to try and catch whatever commotion was happening.
I guess make a perception check.
Okay. 78.
You see that Lucius and Lucius are both for some reason barely clothed. They're not naked, they're just not wearing shirts for some reason.
Right.
Sorry, we're not having. We weren't doing. We were just ironing our uniforms. Ironing our uniforms. Yes, we were ironing our uniforms. That's why they're not on.
Right.
I just grabbed the bridge of my muzzle in frustration. You know we can all smell it, right? No one gives a fuck. Long as you don't do it on duty.
Do
Keep it
what?
for your off time.
We are not doing anything. I have no idea what you're talking about.
I gently pull the large sword off my back and stab it into the ground in front of me. I completely agree with what Gamma has just said. I don't care what you are doing or what you weren't doing on time. But it's really important you don't do it on duty.
Okay, we will not do anything on duty. Got you. Got you, sir.
Also, neither of you can be in the same platoon.
But I'm a messenger. We're not. He's a messenger, and he's the quartermaster.
Just stating that we're low on manpower, so you never know when you're going to get fielded.
Oh, we going on we on a combat mission.
Unsure at this point, but we have some questions about some people that may or may not be around.
Oh, is this about the underground facility entrance we found? I thought Maximus had Centurion Maximus had that dealt with.
It's currently being dealt with.
He wanted the best of the best on this, and that's why, points to myself and Gamma, we're on this. Now, we can only assume that the two of you found this location doing, well...
Yeah, I was running a message, and he was and Lucius was.
Yes.
I mean, no, we will get it. I found supplies there, and I wanted to tell him that we have extra supplies.
Okay. Looks back towards Gamma. Gamma, I'm losing my patience. Please let them know what happens when I lose my patience.
Last time he got that stuck inside someone and in the concrete, and I had to pull it free.
Well, you see, I mean, can you get the young legionnaire out of here? I don't want to.
He's a soldier. It doesn't matter.
Well, sometimes, there's not any women or slaves, and man has needs. So
Again, we understand. You could also just use your damn hand.
We're also not here to discuss that. We're here to discuss the fucking tunnels. Now,
right,
Not
right,
yours.
right. The tunnels. Well, we went through just down into the entrance, and did it, and then but then we reported it back to Centurion Maximus, and he sent he sent he sent Caesar's pups down there and that was 2 days ago.
Was the door open or closed?
Well, it was closed, but Lucius, before his tribe was absorbed into the Legion, were quite adept with using profligate technology.
I have just a little question for you. It takes it a few steps closer, dragging the blade across the floor, making a loud scratching noise. And why, pray tell, did you not come straight to me when you found something like this?
Well, we thought you were you were you well, we thought we should take it you're kind of well, we didn't want to tell people what we were doing, and you might punish us.
Oh, I am going to punish you.
Oh, please don't send us to the arena.
Just smiles. I hope you understand that I'm not punishing you because of what you've done. I'm punishing you because you went behind my fucking back. And not just that, you also failed to answer simple fucking questions when I asked
Please
5 times.
please, not the arena.
Fight to the death between you two does sound like fun.
We have extra supplies that we got a new supply order in.
Bribery.
Oh, I didn't mean it like that. I meant we we reorganized supplies. Whereas we've had extra.
It would be pointless to have them fight in the arena. We're low on manpower. However, I do think of some tasks that no one wants to do on the base. The latrines definitely need cleaning. And I think their toothbrushes would be mighty fine tools for that.
But that's work usually reserved for the slaves.
Well, it's either that or a demotion.
I can't go. But demotion from legionnaire is just slave.
So you can either do the slave work for a day or two, or join them. Which
Fine.
one sounds better? Or do you want to have a Belex? Sorry, I'm pronouncing your name horribly wrong. Or do you want to go with his idea of a fight to the death?
No. No. But do you still need the supplies?
Yes.
Okay, he hands you two things of healing powder and a a frag grenade.
I will hand them both to
Bexley.
Baxley. Sorry, I'm horrible with names.
Don't worry, it's okay. Now I hope you've learnt a valuable lesson, you two, about not fucking with me.
Yes, sir. They quickly give you the Roman salute, which, for legal reasons, will never be done on stream. Not that type of salute. It's a different era.
Now, I need to know, how far into those tunnels did you move?
Just through the first entrance.
And did you spot anything of real note?
I mean, it's mainly just an. I mean, there was some groaning, but we just assumed it was old pipes.
Oh, I swear to God. So you're telling me you went down into an old, eerie tunnel, something that hasn't been opened in a long time, and you were hearing groaning, and you just assumed that the non-existent, unused, unworking plumbing was what was causing the noise?
Well, not all the plumbing doesn't work. Some of it does.
You opened into a disused fucking tunnel.
Regardless of their incompetence, it gives us some things that we can work with.
Exactly. Well, I expect the latrines to be shining by the time I come back. And if you're not, you'll both be whipped.
I think they should be flogged. It's better than whipping. Whipping, you see the bruises and the blood. Now, flogging just hurts.
I want the bruises and the blood. I want lasting memories of why.
According to some books I've read, the Greeks used to employ something called the cat of nine tails. It's like a whip, just with glass and thorns sewed into the braiding.
Now that sounds like fun, don't you think, boys?
Yeah. Well, they scurry off. They also forgot to. They also forgot to put their shirts on.
I'm going to take them. I'm going to take their shirts and just say, free medical rags. Tear them into strips and put them in our bags.
Thank you.
Gonna repurpose everything.
This legion has gone to shit. Feels like it's almost time for new command, don't you think, Gamma?
I look at the two people with us and just kind of give you a slight nod.
That's. Don't talk like that. The Legion is great. Who's talking?
One of the two that left.
Oh, traitors. All of them.
Exactly.
Not traitors, just concerned about how the Legion's acting. And sadly, with most of our senior staff as old as Caesar or even older, we have some valued concerns about mental degradation.
Old? Who you calling old, Sonny? Have you know I'm only 73. That's not old.
And let me
If
ask
you broke your hip, it would never heal before you would die from the infection at your age.
If I broke my hip, I would take the profligates with me.
just. I need to send a letter to command. Higher command. Things need to get sorted around here. Right. We have our supplies, we have our information, we know where we're going. No point fucking around.
Yeah.
Thank you, Gamma. Smiles.
Let's just get through this and get back before the morning. I hope it won't take that long.
It better not. And yeah, resheath my blade onto my back.
Okay, you guys continue wandering. Go towards the. What do you do? Sorry, I know I'm telling you what you're doing. Sorry. What do you guys do?
We'll go. It sounds like. Is there any notable places in the camp that we know about that we could go to beforehand? Like, is there, like, yeah, the quartermaster gave us some supplies, but do we actually have a storage area?
You have your there's the supply yours there's this you have your own personal supply room, but you kind of sent Lucius off with the keys.
Well, that doesn't really concern me too much. I will.
Your basically your bunker has two large caves dug into it for you and Zero, as well as a reloading bench, a chemistry bench, and a well, sorry, technically it's the blacksmith station, the armorer station, as well as just your normal quarters and the Decanus's quarters, which separated, and a lot of unused space due to you guys taking large casualties.
All right.
Notable places on the base include Legate Lanius's headquarters, uh, the slave market, which is adjacent to the regular market, the arena, and and the old aircraft graveyard.
Well,
I'm gonna look at the kid and the old man. I'm going to pull some from off my waist. I'm gonna pull a little bag full of bottle caps out. I'm gonna eyes.
Legion Denari.
Sorry, Denari. So used to bottle caps.
Well,
I'm gonna pull out.
you guys usually will carry both depending on where you are, but usually you carry Denari in Legion territory.
I'm gonna call eyes over and I'm gonna give him 20 denarii. Take the man and go get from the market if they have glow sticks, light sources, and if you can, see if you can get your hands on a Geiger counter.
Gamma, sir, you do realize that there's he points over on a shelf. You have that.
All right. I didn't know we out of character. I thought we only had our starting gear, so I didn't know we had additional stuff.
Oh, no, I should have made that clear. Like that's your starting gear, and this is more like your unit's equipment.
Okay.
You do the storage room is locked though, so because you.
Well, then I'm gonna task these two with going to go get the storage key for us before I break the door down.
I can get the door open.
very well. Get the door open. I'm going to make my way over to the slave market and get a couple of slaves for us, just for the fun.
Okay, you want to go to the slave market?
Yeah, I'm going to go grab a couple of slaves. No one that's particularly useful, but more for keeping.
How many caps do you have?
Not much.
I'll give you my 100.
I'll take it.
Okay, you go. Let's start with you.
I will be going with him, and I'm going to have these two stay here and start packing up the stuff. I'll give them some basic instruction of like what needs to be done, what we need to pack. Pack 3 days of rations, flashlights, batteries, which I can recharge for the group. And then I will go with Baxley.
Okay. As you guys head towards the slave market, you pass by some just some Legion airs off duty, and you go to the slave market. You meet Decanus Arthurius. What can I do, Baxley?
I'm looking for a couple of slaves. Just a couple.
What do you need?
Work.
You sure you're not going to feed them to Gamma?
Human does not taste very good.
You know you're not supposed to be walking around.
I'm on duty.
And he's with me. So watch your
And
tone.
covered
Fine.
head to toe. Those that would even notice would think twice before saying anything.
Fine.
I'm not all that worried.
Fine. Fine. The NCR knew we had actually. Sadly, we lost a lot of you. You lost a lot of good death claws out there. Especially that pretty female one you had. She was.
I swear.
I recommend you don't jump the species divide.
Oh, I was just admiring her as a soldier. Stop making assumptions.
It wasn't a large leap, now was it?
Well, we haven't been doing much raiding or military action, so our slave pickings are kind of. All I got is, I got those. He points to like. I got those two NCR troopers that someone knocked that a female trader drugged and brought back here.
One of them I suppose will do.
How much are they?
How much you got?
We have 30.
30. You know the average starting price for a slave is 200.
Well, that's a shame, because we only have 30.
And are they untrained? I'm assuming since they're NCR soldiers, you're not going to find anybody who's going to take them till you break them in, yes?
Well, I mean they are. I mean, no one really wants NCR soldiers. They don't take too kindly to being told what to do by Legion citizens. Something about not working for the enemy or something.
Exactly. So don't you think it'd be very wise of you to put them to good use in my mission? No? You'll take 30.
Honestly. Oh, sorry, you go first, Baxley.
Sorry, he just says, you'll take 30 and you'll be happy with it.
Do you have any of that Nuka-Cola?
You know, it's really funny, I fucking don't. You're taking 30.
Well, I'll tell you what. I'll take the 30, but next time you want to cross Nuka-Cola, since you're always the one going out on missions when no one else gets to, we've been sitting around twiddling our thumbs while the profligates build up their armies.
Tell you what, I'll promise you a quantum if I find it. I don't drink the stuff anyways. If you give us the other one, I have an idea of maybe breeding some loyalty in.
Fine. They're yours. He takes your 30 and hands you hands you the detonator for the collars.
I hand the detonator over to Gamma.
We'll take them back to the barracks. I will show them why they will listen.
Yeah. You know, if you do have to detonate the collars, please bring them back.
Oh, I will not have to detonate them.
I
Is
feel
there
like, sorry. At that time Bexley also says the same thing. I realized I didn't actually describe Bexley. He's a hulking man. He's pushing about 7-ish, 7. I'm saying maybe
He's
7.2.
probably just as tall as Gamma.
Yeah, he's nearly as tall as a Deathclaw. Not
No,
as obviously bulky, but he's got muscle on him and covered head to toe in scarring. But he sort of smiles down towards the man. I don't think they'll have any issue with them fighting back with us.
Let me know if you get any ghouls in as well. I prefer them over the normal ones, especially for our work. The more radiation something can handle, the better.
Every ghoul we find is always trying to eat someone's brains. I mean, they work if you need something for meals. You just hold a piece of meat in front of them.
Need something a bit smarter, but if you keep your eye out, let me know.
The brothels take most of the smart ones.
Well, they could be better used in other locations, but I don't control the brothels. Now, do you have any other business, Baxley?
That's everything I need.
I guess as soon as we get back to the barracks, I'm going to look at Baxley. So which one do you want to keep?
He'll eye the two of them up and down. Which one looks the most, I guess, young? Like, out of the two of them, which looks a bit younger and a bit more experienced?
Well, one of them is clearly 40. He's got graying hair, and he's, from what you can see, it's, since you have military experience, you've been in the Legion for a good. Yeah, how long's your character been in the Legion? Sorry, I forgot.
A couple of years now, probably about 5.
You know that you would know that this older gentleman is what they would call a screw up. He's clearly you can see from he's still wearing his dog tags. They didn't take him. And from what you notice, he is still a private, and he's nearly 40.
Okay.
And the other person?
Well, he's young. He's probably about no older than 17 years old, and he has defiance in his eyes. He's ruggedly handsome, blonde hair, blue eyes. Looks like the ideal soldier.
I'm gonna go over to the. You want the young one, right?
It could be more trouble than it's worth. But I enjoy a challenge. I'll take the young.
Well, I'm gonna hopefully make it easier. I go over to the man that's 40, and I'm gonna use the detonator and release his collar without detonating it and take it free off of him. Baxley, if you can make sure the other one eyes don't close at any point, I'd appreciate it.
Large smile on his face as he walks over, putting his hands on the young kid's shoulder and sort of holds, like, basically puts him in a headlock and just holds his eyelids up, making sure he's facing this.
I look at the man who's 40. If you can beat me in a fist fight, you can walk the fuck out of here. I'm gonna rip off my cloak, roar, and let lightning cross across my claws, as I am gonna go try to kill him.
He has a heart attack. I'm sorry if that's anticlimactic, but
That's fine.
that's what.
Uh, the moment he falls down, I'm gonna sit by his body and just rip the arm free and start chewing it. I'm gonna look at the other person. If you disobey us, there won't be your head going pop. I will do everything in my power to make sure my commanding officer here, I will point to Baxley, makes sure that you are my next meal.
But the death clause was just misinformation. Your unit isn't real.
I'm not a death claw. I'm your imaginary friend.
But that this is just story. He pisses himself.
Oh, stories. They go bump in the night, don't they? I love a good scary story.
The veteran rangers, they just lied. That ranger troop was just wiped out by regular. He's just sputtering and
You know, I could tell you the stories I've seen. Well, some really fucked up things done in the name of the Legion.
Legion. I love the Legion. The Legion is great. Down with the NCR.
Oh, down with the NCR. So you're not loyal. You don't
No,
have a loyal bone in your body.
no. I love the NCR. I mean the Legion.
Here, kid. I will toss him the arm. Let's share a meal.
Uh, I'd rather not.
Take it, bite.
He puts his mouth, takes a bite.
As he's about to like bite down on it, I just sort of squeeze the back of his neck. You really are broken.
I didn't think it'd be that easy, but I guess no one expects a talking deathclaw.
I was conscripted. It was against my will.
You don't have to lie to me.
Okay, fine. My father was a senator. Well, I don't know what happened to him. Is a senator, and yeah, he'll pay good money to have me back. Yeah, good money.
I look at Baxley. That might actually be useful.
It could be. It could very well be useful.
We'll just have to make sure he can't talk when we give him back.
Oh, definitely. I'll take his tongue. Maybe his eyes.
Fingers.
Oh, fingers would be good. I need to
Can't
look up
write,
language.
speak, or communicate.
Oh no! I mean, no. I'll join the Legion. I love Kaiser. Don't not.
If you're going to pronounce it with a hard C, there's going to be a lot of weird Roman words you're going to say and sound really weird.
It's not Kaiser.
Yes and no. Scholars debate about the hard C on certain Roman words, but that's all mainly hypothetical and it depends on who you talk to. The issue is if, for example, you say Caesar, then you say Decatatia instead of Decatalia.
He just looks confused.
Oh, kid, we got a lot to get you up on. Well, up to speed on. New recruit. I'm enjoying breaking you.
Yes,
But-
recruit. Our way, true to Kaiser, Decanus.
Oh my god. He's so weak.
How often do you see this? Well, you see it often enough, so you're desensitized. But we don't know how much combat he's seen. But I think we'll be okay.
You'll be
now.
useful. And listen, kids, you follow my orders, you work well, and you won't die. And maybe, just maybe, I might give you a nice bit of food tonight.
Yeah. Well, just as you guys are talking, a bunch of dogs start running towards you.
I look towards them. I sort of step between the kid and the dogs.
Yeah, you see you see this guy sprinting really quickly. Goes really quickly. Sorry. I do. Sorry. Oh, the Canis. He snaps at attention. True to Kaiser.
True to Kaiser.
I'll grab
You
my cloak and put it back on.
you recognize this man as the kennel of one of the kennel master's apprentices. He's probably no older than he's about 4 years older than Eyes.
Why are these hounds free?
Well, they just they got well, I was just walking them, and they smelled something. They ripped out all the harnesses.
Looks towards Gamma. I suppose the dogs could use a good feed.
I don't
What
mind sharing.
what happened to what what happened to that slave?
He slipped.
Oh, oh, happens.
Mm. Well, sort of looks towards Gamma. Take what you want from it. We should get moving.
I just take the arm and leave the rest for the hounds.
Wait, I know you. The little boy looks up to you. You're God, I forgot your character's name.
Gamma.
No. The
Oh, Baxley.
Baxley. You're Decanus Baxley. You were at both battles of the Hoover. You were at both battles of Hoover Dam.
I was.
You slayed 3 NCR veteran rangers in single combat.
Yes, I did.
Oh, and this. Oh, and who's that in the cloak?
I'm his shadow.
Oh, so you're the shadows are real.
No.
Oh,
You just saw me.
Oh, okay. I just saw you. Got you. Ooh, and he pulls out he pulls out like a an old pirates like poster of you on a recruiting poster. Goes, can you sign this?
I walk over towards the dead body that's being gnawed on by the dogs. I pull out a small knife, just coat the knife in blood, and I'll gently just sign my name in the dead guy's blood.
Okay. There's like 3 dogs. Like, oh, this is Bummer. This is Lazarus, and this is Archimedes.
Good. Round 1, 2, and 3.
Yeah, the kennel master says I shouldn't name them.
You shouldn't. It leads to attachment. You get attached to these things and they die. Oh, that's a really sad time. They're tools, not pets. Look at them like that.
Only name things that you cannot afford to lose.
But why can't they be like battle companions?
Because
we can-
battle companions die.
Yes, sir. Uh,
I-
do, do you want me to, after they're done, do you want me to clean the slave up?
Yes.
Oh, he pulls out a notebook. Goes, then I'll be late. Can you just sign this?
I'll tell you what. There are currently 2 men, shirtless, cleaning the latrines. Tell them that Bexley has told them to come back here and clean up a body. And once they're done, to go back and scrub the latrines more?
Yes, sir. And he shuffles off.
God, I hate this place. Looks
I'm
towards
gonna
the
look at Baxley now that we're mostly out of earshot. I'm gonna look at the NCR. Plug your ears
He plugs his ears.
and hum Win Dixie. Looks at Baxley. Once we get done with this work, I hate to say this, but with our command aging out, we might need to... What's the word? Reallocate manpower.
I think that sounds like a wonderful idea.
The
You know,
question is, do we inform Kaisar about who we wish to relieve of command? Or at this point, with him running with his tail between his legs, see if we can reform some of the fractured parts of the Legion under a different banner.
this is a completely hypothetical conversation we're having. Right,
I don't even exist.
exactly. Let's just say that our leadership is weak. Our leadership has no backbone. Our leadership needs to change. Now I know of some people that I think would fill a better role. Now, the idea of telling Caesar, I don't think that really benefits our cause. It's easy to ask for forgiveness and permission. It's a real shame that our old commander had a heart attack.
We'll have to deal with the blind one. I like the kid. They seem useful, but... witnesses.
That is why I got the slave. Hopefully, if the opportunity arises when we're down in those deep, dark tunnels, that maybe the slave caught him off guard. As punishment, we took his tongue and his eyes and his hands, made sure that he doesn't hurt anyone else.
That might be a possibility, but he's still useful.
Oh, of course. We need the kid.
If we can separate the kid from the blind man, I can think of a few things. Purposely getting them in trouble, or purposely letting him take a bad position. Now, we need to start looking at the camp, and the issue is there'll be a radical change in power structure, which, let's just say, never really goes well. So, expect hostilities. Actually, where are you on the hierarchy again?
As I quickly pull up the hierarchy map that we have. I am. Well, yeah, I'm the Decantus, yeah. So I'm below a Centurion and a Legate. So I'm mid-tier totem pole in the grand scale of things, but below the Centurion. So if he were to disappear, well, then let's say who's better to take his place?
I'm starting to regret saving him.
You didn't know what you were doing was wrong. But the biggest mistake he made was putting us together in a team.
I don't think that was a mistake. But we've lost a lot of our manpower. We're down to just me and the old one. Lost most of our ghoul members. And I think you're the last human that we have. We need to start filling out our unit's ranks and make sure we're a proper legion.
Agreed.
The issue is there's not a lot of good pickings here. And sadly, we do not have the time to properly work people up through the process of being broken in.
You know, there's a question that I've always been posed. My mentor used to ask me the same question. Is it better to be loved or feared?
Do you want my honest advice on that?
I nod.
Historically, those that have ruled by fear end up like Caesar, et tu brute et tu, when he was stabbed in the back by the census and his own adopted child.
Agreed. My answer has always remained the same. Why not both?
I think it is definitely possible, but much harder than one or the other.
You bear fangs when you need to, but you show compassion when it's also needed.
Well, you still have your left and right hand, me and Zero. However, he might need to be replaced. The old man is starting to worry me.
The fact he couldn't even relay his simple message is showing me everything I need to know. The Legion is dying. Maybe we should let it burn.
That's definitely something we can think about. Or we can get new blood for it. Rome was not built in a day, nor were its might. It has fallen numerous times according to books, and rised again and again. But Caesar is blinded by the past, and unwilling to adapt. Our enemies outnumber us and outcompete us with technology. And yes, I know there are members among us that do use tech, but more implementations of it could be more useful. Not only that, the human-centric ideology currently limits the benefit of, well, imagine if you had more of me.
That's what I was thinking.
We might even be able to convince mutants to join us if we play our cards right. Offer them the ideal, a census represented by members appointed by new tribes.
The way I see it,
Rebuild up from scratch.
unfortunately, the Legion itself has been very narrow-minded in who we allow in. I think rules need to be changed.
Historically, they have. Just look at the different historical meanings of the names of the hoplites and other units that existed in ancient Rome. Some of them were peasants, freemen, mercenaries. Rome did like its mercenaries.
I definitely see. Well, we aren't attracting people to join our cause. Not like we used to. In truth, as much as I hate to say it, maybe an ally or a partnership with someone else or something else. Maybe that courier. They command a lot of power and respect.
That might be possible. However, isn't he tied in with the fucking what's his name? He's in the spinny thingy, the tower.
House.
Yes. I doubt that we'll be able to compete with whatever an old world ghost offers.
Possibly. Possibly. But then again, they are a courier. They get paid to deliver things. We pay them enough money. Enough. Well, I'm sure we'd figure out a way.
We would have to go to the... For that kind of money, we'd have to go to the casinos to make it.
Are you guys walking this whole time?
No, we've
We're in the barracks, to my understanding.
yeah, we're in the barracks.
Our barracks. Having a semi-quiet, private conversation, so we're not accused of high treason.
I say probably
Again.
in my quarters.
Oh, yeah, there's a knock on the door.
We'll put a pause on this for now.
Definitely.
And I make my way over to my door and open it.
Sir, I got the door open.
Good work, eyes.
I'll stand up. Did you get everything packed?
Yeah, we have 5 frag grenades, flashlights, a Geiger counter, 10 gallons of water, 2 spears, a broken light machine gun.
We can leave that behind. We don't need to carry something that's broken.
Agreed.
30 caltrops, and 2 bales of razor wire, and 3 more healing powders, and a he pulls out and a lot of flags.
Perfect.
Oh, and about 30 dried field rations.
Well, pack enough for 3 days, leave the rest here. Lock up the door. Let's get our stuff together.
I gave you guys a handout just if you want to track your stuff.
Alright, appreciate it.
Thank you.
Okay. You gonna guys make your way to the door?
Yeah.
Yeah.
I think we pretty much have everything we need.
Sorry, my pages are glitching out. I did not open Internet Explorer. Stop opening Internet Explorer. Okay. Do you see? Hold on. I really don't. Do you see anything?
I see a map that's been hidden by fog of war.
Yeah, let's just. Which I forget how to. I always forget how to. Nope. Just stop. No. Sorry, I just forget. Yes. I. Well, I guess we're just not using fog of war this set. I always forget how to turn it off selectively. So I usually don't make maps. I usually do Theater of the Mind. So
That's perfectly fine with me.
Also fine with me.
I mean, is it okay if I just turn off fog of war for this time?
Sure.
Okay. Do you guys see the map?
No.
How about now?
Nope. You're probably gonna have to go to You're gonna have to click GM layer reveal, probably. Sorry, left click on the darkness. And it should give you an option to remove the the stuff you've put there.
Let's see. Remove fog of war. Yes. Let me just. And shoot. Sorry, I just
You're fine.
just don't fuck. I don't.
With how much Roll20 has changed, I don't remember the proper commands to help you.
I'm 9 times out of 10 these days I tend to use Forge.
I do like Forge. The issue is it's stupidly complicated for
Oh god,
pretty
yeah.
much any basic thing, which annoys me. Don't get me wrong, if someone else has fucking Forge, yeah, sure. I'll jump on Forge as long as I don't have to do the work for it.
Yeah, I love it, but it just takes forever to get a game set up.
Well, I think it's clear that we're not good guys.
I mean, depending on the viewpoint of good guys.
Can you see it now?
Yes.
So
There we
just
go.
pretend you don't see any of the bad guys.
That's fine.
What bad guys?
Okay, you guys can put yourselves on the map.
Where are we coming in from?
I'm going to assume right here.
Yeah, right here.
Perfect.
You're coming over here.
Do you mind pinging again? Oh, down there. All right. Whoop.
Oh, okay. I guess you want us to roll initiative first?
Initiative is a static number. It's actually sequence. So I didn't have a Legion recruit token.
That's all right.
Yeah, let's see sequence. Well, the things you told. Well, you can see down the hall. Wait, what's your line of your range on your sight?
I
Uh,
have 50 feet of night vision.
Well, no, your detection range.
where would that be on our sheet? Oh, sorry, detection. I have 50 for my detection.
You don't see anything. You just see as you enter the corridors. The door slides open, and you enter into a dark hallway. You can see in the dark, and so can he. But they turn on a flashlight, and as they turn a flashlight on, all hell breaks loose. As you hear groaning,
Yeah, my blade gets immediately pulled out the back.
I'm gonna have the kids stand in the back, and I'm gonna send in the blind man first.
Very good idea.
How tall are these ceilings?
they're about 20 feet tall. It's like a well, you open to the door, and it's like a cavern, an old cave. It's clearly artificial, but it's clearly been excavated out of the bedrock.
All right. Just needed to know because like climbing for me is free to do. Oh, cost me one. My movement's still 1 AP, but it doesn't cost me more to climb, and I don't need to make a check.
Thanks to the range of my sword, I can stand behind the old blind man and stab out still.
So meet
I
Shield
don't think I.
Tuesday.
Yeah, I don't think I. Yeah, my blade has a 10-foot reach, so this thing is fucking chunky. It's a big old blade.
That sounds really useful.
Okay, you start to inch your way forward. I
Yeah.
for, I,
Oh,
for, I
you
forgot
go
secret.
first.
I forgot sequence rules. So I'm just gonna let you guys go first
All right.
because I haven't ran this system in a few years. So
I will reach out, and I'm going to put my hand directly onto my captain's blade. Let me just double check this, because I think I can only spend one charge. Looking it up. All right. Yep. So I'm going to touch your blade and electrify it. It'll do an extra D6 of lightning, and that will last, I think 2 rounds.
Damn, nice.
and I will. So that costs me 2 AP. I'm going to spend 1 AP to climb up, and I'm going to get on the actual ceiling above these guys. Just fucking gecko up the side, and that's what I'll do for my my movement. Use the last of my AP to do that.
Okay. Oh, didn't mean to do that. He's gonna come up and sorry, for some reason the character sheets took all the weapons out. Had to put them back in. Okay. Eyes is gonna come up behind you. He's gonna go prone, and he's going to do a targeted shot to these guys' heads. It's minus. No, that's. See. Crit plus 10. Hit. He's gonna do it again. These the first 3 ghouls, their heads explode as empties 2 bullets into each one of them. I'll give you guys a character sheet for your companion characters if you want to keep them around.
That'll be
Good
definitely
shot.
helpful in the future.
Oh, definitely.
Is going to use 2 of his free movement. I don't know why that's not working. As you just see Lucius basically cut one of them basically in half. I told you I still got it.
Looks impressed at this old dude.
Well, we'll just keep moving forward.
Yeah.
Okay, what's the order of march?
I'm going to keep to the ceiling. We're going to keep the old guy in front.
You do realize he's blind.
Yes.
Yeah.
Okay.
He's a meat shield.
I guess the.
And the kid obviously stays behind me.
Okay. You hear brains. Yeah. Is this? So it's you guys' turn.
All right. I will drop from the ceiling and attack this one.
You can use any special moves.
My claws are charged.
I mean, but there's unarmed special moves.
I'm using my claws.
Okay, I guess that's.
I didn't know I could take unarmed special moves for claws.
Anything can use special moves. As long as you're intelligent.
Well, I will take a look at that in the future.
Wait, you only do 13 damage?
These are humanoids, so add an extra 10.
No, what's your strength?
My strength is 12.
You should be doing 2d8.
You said 2d6. I
No,
can change the.
death falls to 2d8, and your strength it's plus your melee damage is plus strength, just flat plus strength.
All right, where do I add that in?
You just add a plus symbol in front of the d6.
Oh, I thought it was just factored in. Okay.
Nah, I think this. Yeah, you butcher this guy. You rip him apart. Is that all your AP?
No, I still got enough to make another attack.
Okay. He's dead.
And that's I'll use my last point of AP to take a step behind. This is a pillar, I assume.
Yep.
Thankfully, these guys are both within 10 feet of me. So yeah, I'm gonna take my first slash.
Okay.
Okay, if this rolls correctly.
You take your sword and you cleave this guy in half.
Perfect. And then my second slash against the other guy next to him. I realise that's not even factoring the electric damage either.
It's an extra d6. Oh, I forgot to add that to my strike too. But it doesn't really matter.
Feral ghouls, normal feral ghouls are kind of chumps.
So with just a single motion, you watch as I basically bring the sword up around the back of my head and swing out, and both the heads just get lopped off in a single slash.
You see Lucius just waving his sword, waving his he's dual wielding gladiuses. He's like just waving them around. Did we get him? If you couldn't tell, he's also a bit deaf.
They're dead. You're also looks back. A bit of distance away from them.
Oh. Which way?
I walk back. I grab him by the shoulders. It's me. Don't swing. I start pushing him forward.
Right. Which way do you go? There's the
I just take a deep breath as I'm walking in here, and I sort of whisper over to Gamma. Oh wait, the Gamma's on the roof. I just say up to Gamma, if some recruits weren't able to take out some simple ghouls, then...
Oh, as you're walking through, you see like piles and piles of ghouls. Those, and you find 3 dead recruits.
I will take their ears and put them in my bag.
Well, I suppose that's something at least.
Is there any gear on them?
Nothing you can salvage. So there's a room to your right and a room to your left.
I'm gonna go take a look in here real fast.
I mean, that was technically supposed to be a secret door, but
Oh. You said there was a room on our right and left.
Yeah, I meant to say secret door. But you have high enough perception that you can see that there's a bit of a cave in here.
I'll hold the line. You, scout ahead.
I will attempt to dig this out then.
Eyes is gonna post up here with the other entrance with Lucius. As you dig through, as you continue digging, you eventually break through to the other side.
I'm gonna take bits of rubble and kind of just throw it in front of me, make sure there's no traps.
You you trigger. You trigger. You hear a chink. And
I'll wait a few moments and get low to the ground.
what's your passive detection?
50.
Yeah, you see there's a bunch of bear traps.
Oh. Then I will throw rocks to deactivate them as I go and see what's in here. Seeing if
Okay.
it's a dead end.
In here there's a large room that I definitely didn't forget to put chests in. So just imagine those 3 chests.
Baxley, you should come and take a look at this.
I make my way through, avoiding any of the unsprung traps if there are any.
Roll agility.
Oh no.
You'll be fine.
No.
You
1.
stub your toe on a leaf block. Take 1 point of damage.
I
But
thought
it's
one was good.
yeah. But it's normal damage, so technically your armor just soaks it up.
Yeah, I got a lot of damage reduction thanks to the armor.
Okay. So in this room there are 3 boxes.
Okay.
What do you do?
I feel like they might be booby trapped with all the bear traps that led into here.
Good point.
Let's take a closer look. That's literally a 1 on a percentile, I think.
Holy shit, dude, nice.
Yeah, they're not. They were booby trapped, but the grenades attached them kind of degraded.
Let's see what we can find.
Yeah, I guess let's open them then.
Okay, roll luck.
Sure. I got decent luck.
Yeah, you're opening all of these.
Okay, in one of them you find a bunch of rusty metal, so it's 5 scrap metal.
I'm not sure how that's working. 'Cause I have a 7 luck. And
Uh, it's supposed to be you're supposed to be rolling again.
what was that?
Basically, when you roll for looting, you roll against luck, so you want to roll low.
I rolled a -1 and a
Yeah,
1.
yeah, you rolled an 8. You can't see that?
Well, if I want to roll low,
Yeah,
I'm trying to.
so you want to roll like if you roll an 8, you roll against it. So you roll an 8. No wait, that's actually screwing up. That's something wrong with the sheet. That's not right. And so I'm confused. I'm confusing myself.
Yeah, because it's literally saying rolled.
Yeah, I don't know. No wait, is it? I can't remember. I'd have to double check the book again. I haven't played the system in a while.
That's all right.
So
Well, I'm assuming since I have a luck of 7, rolling under my luck is what I'm supposed to be doing.
oh yeah, it is under. Always yeah. So
Yeah, so somehow I got a -1, which is probably
you
good. I got a 0, and then I got a 5.
yeah, -1 is when you roll high. So like you can get negatives if you roll above it, not below it.
Okay.
So
Yeah, I'm
yeah,
just trying to figure out how this thing works.
Yeah, it's not
So-
the
I'm
most
just-
clear, unfortunately.
I'm just gonna go check the book real fast.
Not wrong.
Just want to make sure I'm doing this right.
from what I'm maybe gathering, it's rolling like when
wanna
it is
roll-
rolling, it's
You
going.
want you want to roll low, not high. So ones are good, 20s. It's the opposite.
Okay.
Because when I designed it, we wanted to be special, so everything is the opposite.
Okay.
Okay, found the looting rules. Mhm. Okay, so we're in a military bunker, correct?
Yep.
Then I am supposed to add a modifier. Let's see if this fixes it. Okay, that fixed it. I'm not having the weird numbers anymore.
Well, no, you still get the weird numbers if you roll. So you 005. So you find
And it is roll low, so anything below my number 7
so
is
with the 5 you find you find one you find 3 gun parts. So I always forget. Uh, and 2 stim packs, and with the other one you find 10 refined metal.
all right. Can we get a loot sheet?
Uh, didn't I give you that?
I don't see the handout. That's why I'm asking. I don't think you made it so we could see it.
Yeah.
Now you got the loot sheet.
All right. So what did we get?
2 stim
It's
packs,
yeah.
2 gun parts, 10 refined metal, and 5 scrap metal.
Okay. So I'm gonna have to correct my spelling because I'm horrible at spelling.
Don't worry. So, what do you think these were? Just spare storage room, or I don't know.
Honestly, couldn't tell you. With the way it was booby trapped, it's probably someone's stash. These chests will be useful. We'll come back for them.
That brings the question: who set these traps? I mean, the grenades, they've degraded with time, but bear traps, looking back at them, are they very rusty? Like, what condition are the bear traps in?
They'd give you tetanus.
Hmm,
You can take
Still
them if
worth.
you want.
Yeah, I was about to say we'll come back for those as well. They're worth melting down.
agreed. Or we could always, attach them to the end of a stick, stab people with them. Nice bit of tetanus.
Yes, we can definitely think about that. Let's finish up our job.
Let's find what else we can see in here.
Wait, did you bring your slave with you?
Yeah,
Sure, yeah.
he's carrying everything right now.
Yeah, he's our pack mule.
So is that his name? Mule?
I love it. Yes, his name's Mule now.
I was gonna call him Mueller.
Mule.
Mueller. I love Mueller. There we go. See,
So do you continue on?
Yeah,
I'll remember stuff.
I'll get back onto the ceiling. Keep crawling like a fucking demented demon lizard.
I push, the blind man forward and make sure that he is my cannon fodder. I also will keep, so like, I realise, yeah, Mueller will be behind me, the kid will be behind Mueller. So we have a gun trained on him.
I'm stealth just for safety.
Okay.
I'm not even going to try and roll stealth. Not even worth it. You just hear the heavy, like, clang of my armor as I'm walking through here.
Now, is this like a sealed door up here?
Hold on.
No problem.
Hold on. I had something for this.
Yes, no problem.
You hear a ping right. You hear a fucking. Sorry, you hear a ricochet. Who is that?
Like, was I just shot at?
Yeah, you were just shot at.
All right.
Well, no, they sorry, they didn't see you. They shot at Lucius.
I'll climb over to here and speak. If you can't see, we're legionnaires.
Legionnaires. Are you? Did the Centurion send you?
Yes.
Ah, thank Morris. That was my last bullet.
I'll open the door and get your asses back to camp.
Right. They open the door. I am Decanus. One guy comes up. I am Decanus. Steve. Stevius. Yes, it's Stevius.
You sound like an off-brand sugar, as I'll drop from the ceiling. I put a claw to the tip of my muzzle.
I did
I am the
not see
shadow.
you. I did not see you, Great Shadow. Did not see
Now,
you. Isn't that right, man?
you guys get back to camp before you're scrubbing latrines with the others who fucked up.
Oh, do you want to do anything? Anybody else want to do anything? Yeah. Well, I'm.
Hold on. Oh, he just lost power.
Shit.
Well, I can wait around for a bit.
I mean, you can keep talking.
I basically just tell them to go head back to camp while we finish mop up.
Oh, do you want to know what happened?
I'm assuming you were overrun by ghouls.
Yes, Great Shadow. We were overrun by ghouls, and I, Decanus Stevia, bravely retreated to this room.
I look at the rest of the people. Do you corroborate his story?
Actually, surprisingly, yes. Decanus Stevius did retreat bravely to this room. You can see that in front of the door is at least 5 or 7 ghouls.
Well, make sure it's in your reports.
Thank you. And they quickly run back. Well, uh, one of our players lost power. Uh,
This wouldn't be a bad time to call it for right now, because I don't know if he'll get his power back anytime soon.
yeah, this would be a really bad time to call it. We could continue moving.
Well, I've said this would probably be a good time to call it if he can't get power, because it's...
Yeah, probably. Just somebody give him like 5 minutes and see if his power comes back on. It's probably just a fuse or something.
Well, we can definitely hope it's something simple. I do recommend that we're probably going to need more players if this is... Yeah. Let's hope Zero shows up next time.
Yeah, I mean, probably. This is a really awkward live. This is getting to be a really awkward live stream.
Well, most games that people stream are going to be honestly quite awkward. It takes a lot of setup and preparation and quite a bit of technical know-how to make streams not awkward.
I know. I've done it before. Yes. Yes.
Yeah, with his power being out, we should probably call it. Plus, this is about the normal time I'd have to get off anyways.